Hi there, welcome back. Thank you for all your kindness and your comments about last week's video. It was very nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciated it. So today let's get straight to the point about anxiety. So I want to talk to you about what's typical, normal kinds of anxiety and what's not so good. The kind of anxiety that's more impairing for you. The kind you do more than just struggle with. That's the kind that keeps you from doing certain things in your life. So first, let's get started with what's considered normal, expected anxiety we would typically see for certain things in our lives. Now, one of the things that I've heard from people is that good things in our lives shouldn't make us anxious. Well, good things in our lives can and do make us anxious all the time. So it's things like being in a wedding, getting a new job, being in a brand new relationship. Pitter patter goes your heart. We get anxious about those things because there's just a wee bit of uncertainty, even though it's wonderful. Sort of like a little bit of the unknown when we do these things. So even though they are wonderful, your brain sends out those warning signals to your body, even though it's really not warranted. So what can you do when that happens? And the best thing to do in that situation is to first recognize that it's happening. Tell yourself that it's okay and stay there in the situation. You don't have to leave or go to another room because you want to tell your brain it's okay. It's not an emergency. You're not in danger. So what you do is very important here. This is a very different approach to what it feels like you should do. So I'm going to talk a lot more about that later on in future videos. And I'm going to do a free webinar about that. But we'll talk more about that later. Now, let's talk about the anxiety that's really way more troubling for you. The kind that stops you from doing certain things. That's the kind that keeps you from doing the things that you would really like to do. For example, if you are unable to do certain things like drive over a bridge, or you can't go to a really big shopping mall, or maybe you don't attend a show because you're worried you can't find a way out. Those are the kinds of things that need more help and aren't considered the normal, typical kinds of anxiety that we experience. So I'm going to do a more focused free webinar on that very soon, and I'll let you know more about that in the coming weeks. So if this is what's going on with you right now, I want you to feel free to send me an email at info@gaincontroloveranxiety.com so I can help. The email's right up there in the comments section. So next week, I'll talk to you about two kinds of worry and what you can do about it. And I think it'll be information you can use right away. So if you got a question about anything so far, send me an email at info@gaincontroloveranxiety.com. I'm Sue Taylor. Thanks again. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks so much.